To this now, new calls for Mayor Adams to step down following the federal investigation into his administration.
All right, Fox 5's Morgan McKay joins us now with more details of the mounting pressure on the mayor. Morgan.
Stephen, Bianca, another lawmaker is now calling on Mayor Eric Adams to resign, but Adams has a message to reporters. He is over answering questions about the more than 4 federal investigations looking into him and his team.
Does the FBI still have your cell phones?
New York City Schools Chancellor David Banks refusing to answer any more questions about the federal investigation targeting him and his 2 brothers, Deputy Mayor Phil Banks and former MTA official Terrence Banks. On Friday, Banks confirmed that his phones were still being held by the FBI, but hasn't given an update since. Mayor Eric Adams appeared with Chancellor Banks for the first time in public since news of the raids were leaked and attended Banks' State of the Schools address. Adams did not speak at the event, however, and snuck out while Banks was still talking. Later, Adams also pushed back on answering any more questions about the growing number of federal investigations looking into him and his team.
We're not going to be distracted, and one of the distractions is answering the same question over and over and over and over again, like you're going to get a different answer. I'm just not going to do that. I got a city to run.
But now a 4th lawmaker, City Councilwoman Alexa Avelas, is calling on Adams to resign. At one point, Adams was asked if he understands that it's not just reporters who want to know more about these investigations.
No, I don't understand. Because if they had that same level of concern, then I would see it when I'm in the public with all of the town halls.
Adams also pushed back on reports that his legal advisor, Lisa Zornberg, resigned over the weekend because he would not take her advice and fire some of his aides involved in these federal investigations. This includes one of his top aides, Tim Pearson, who is also separately facing numerous sexual misconduct lawsuits. However, the 2 have deep ties. Pearson was Adams' commanding officer when they worked for the NYPD and have long been friends. When asked about his loyalty to Pearson, Adams defended Pearson's reputation.
And I saw it in my career in law enforcement. There are lawsuits leveled against people often, from police officers. I saw what happened to Yusef Salaam. I saw what happens to others. Let the process take its course.
Now, Adams was also asked about his deputy mayor of public safety, Phil Banks, who has not made any sort of public statement since his home was also raided by the FBI. He would not say if the city is paying for Banks' legal fees. Bianca, Steve.